I'm just gonna give my opinion on something nobody asked for. So my opinion on this Shane Dawson, Chuck E. Cheese thing, I think they do fuck up their pizzas. I think they do something with their pizzas. It is still just a conspiracy theory, and I don't think he broke any laws or did anything wrong by doing what he did. I mean, I heard that they gave him a cease and desist or something, but honestly, I think free speech and freedom of the press totally, clears him of anything, you know? I feel like he wasn't, here's the thing. I think at one point in the video, if you watch the whole video, he says they're gonna go, and then they go, and it happens, and I think he says that what they thought was gonna happen is they were gonna go in and get proven wrong. And that's probably what he wanted to happen, because he didn't want to cause, my guess is, he wanted to bring attention to it if there is something wrong, but he probably was hoping deep down that there wasn't, so that he wouldn't get any trouble. There wouldn't be any, people looking into it. There wouldn't be, Chuck E. Cheese coming for him. So, it does look very suspicious to me, and I had people, I read comments on his video saying, people that worked with pizza, people that work at, Pizza Hut or Papa John's or something like that, they work somewhere where they make pizza all the time, and they make it from scratch, and they stretch out the dough, and they put on the sauce and the cheese and everything themselves. And these people repeatedly said that even if it's not uniform, there's no reason for the toppings not to line up. There's no reason for this pepperoni to be here, and this one to be down here, and this one to be up here, and for the lines not to go across. There's no reason. And maybe there are some Pizza Huts that are still ran correctly and don't do that. But let's say that Twitter's ran by the CEO. And the CEO is out of touch. The CEO hasn't been to certain ones in a while. And those ones only do what they're supposed to do when he's there. Because it's cheaper for them to do it the other way when he's not. There are businesses that have that, There are businesses that have, if the boss is here, we're going to do things right. If the boss isn't, we're not. Whether it's a store or a food place or, anything. I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not making excuses for Chuck E. Cheese, because I've never been to Chuck E. Cheese in my life. I've never even thought about it. There's been times when I was, younger, and I saw commercials, and I was like, that looks like fun, but then I would see the mouse, and I'm like, never mind. Creepy. But also I knew my luck, and I would not win on any of those machines. But I just, I think that Chuck E. Cheese should look into it and make sure that all of their establishments are doing what they're supposed to do. Because obviously there's something going on at least a good enough percentage of the Chuck E. Cheeses for it to be an issue. For it to be a thing that, before Shane brought it up, other people noticed. Before Shane ever put it in his fucking video, can we also talk about that? Before he ever put it in his video, there were people posting pictures about it, people asking about it, people looking into it, people having this theory. So he's not the only person that thought this, A, so you can't just point him out and be like, oh, because he has a big following, we're gonna, pick on him. Someone brought it to his attention initially. Whoever that is doesn't deserve flack either, because they're just being a person and just seeing things with their fucking eyes. And honestly, I think instead of coming back at Shane, Chuck E. Cheese, if you're watching this video at all, you will not be, because I have, no, clout. But if you happen to see this, maybe you should look into all of your little establishments and make sure they are doing things the right way, because maybe they're not. And if they're not, that's what really drew people's attention. To see it, to point it out to Shane, to make Shane make this video with this conspiracy theory. So in my opinion, it's not entirely him, probably, that's to blame. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Wasn't even planning on it being 5 minutes long, but here we are. So I'm going to see you guys later. Have a great night. Toodles.